Good morning, grade 2s. Today's maths lesson is on number patterns and comparing numbers. We will be looking at 3 pages in Maths Book 6 on number patterns and comparing numbers. This first page, we have to do number patterns. Let's look at the pattern at the top and write the rule for the pattern. What is a rule? A rule is telling you what the pattern is doing. It's plus if it's going forwards and minus if it's going backwards. Let's see what it's counting in. 50, 52, 54, 56, 58, 60, 62. We are counting in 2's and we are going forwards, so it is a plus. The next pattern is 14, 24, 34, 44, 54, 64, 74. We're counting in 10s. We've done this kind of pattern before, plus 10 because we're going forwards. 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15, 17, 19, 21, 24. These are odd numbers, and odd numbers is counting in 2's, going forwards. 85, 80, 75, 70, 65, 60, 55, 50. We're counting in 5's and we are going backwards, so we say it's a minus 5 pattern. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 30. We've done this pattern counting in 3's and it's adding. Right, compare numbers using the symbols less than, equal to, and greater than. Look at this crocodile. The crocodile's mouth is the same shape as the less than and greater than sign. His mouth open means a greater than sign or a less than sign. Here the crocodile is eating 63 because he wants to eat the bigger number. The crocodile's mouth will always be open to the bigger number. Let's look at your example. Here we have 2 blocks. If we put a 9 in the first block and an 11 in the second block, the crocodile is eating the 11 because 11 is greater than 9. So there we go, I've filled it in for you on the worksheet. And 7 is less than 12, so we say a less than sign pointing to the 7, greater than pointing to the 12. The mouth is open. If the two numbers are the same, we fill in equals. Let's look at a few more. 15 is less than 20. 18 is less than 19. 15 is less than 21. 23 is greater than 20. It is greater than if the number is bigger than its first, and less than if the smaller number is first. You can go ahead and fill in the others. Remember, the crocodile's mouth is open to the bigger number. Next, you're going to fill in numbers on the hundreds charts, 101, 102, all the way to 150. This page is showing counting forwards and backwards from a given number of 1s, 2s, 5s, and 10s. 150, 148, 146. And then we're counting backwards in 2s, so we fill in 144, 142, 140. They gave us 138, and the next number is 136. Look at the next patterns, 150, and they don't give you what's next, but they do give you 130, 100, and 80. So from there, what are you counting in? It looks like you're counting in 10s and you're getting smaller. C says 105, 110, and you have to figure out the next by looking at what's coming, 125, 135. I see 5s and 0s, which probably means I'm counting in 5s. Since 110 is 5 more than 105, I would count forwards in 5s. 118, 120, 120 is 2 more than 118, so I'm counting forwards in 2s because I'm ending on a bigger number than what I started with. 103, 123, 153, 163. Here I can see that these numbers are 10 more because the tens number is changing. So I go down my chart from 103 and add 10. 145, 135, 125. Here I don't have any two numbers together to help me, but if I look at 145 to 135, they're taking away 10 to get there. But there's a number missing in between, so I presume it's counting in fives. Let's try that. 145, 140, 135, 130, 125, 120, 115. Great, that works out. And 30, 27, 24, this sounds like our counting in threes that we've been practicing, and it's getting smaller. Once you finish the number patterns, it says study the following charts. Can you describe how the pattern is changing and what type of pattern it is? Sometimes we get repeating patterns, and sometimes we get patterns that grow. These are growing patterns because each time it gets bigger, we are adding something to the pattern. It starts off and we're adding to the pattern. There's nothing to do here, you just need to look and see how the pattern grows. Okay, on this last page, it says number patterns count in fours. So we are going to color in and make a path all the way, starting with the dinosaur with number 4, and we're going to get to the chicken for him to eat by counting in fours. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32. What would come next? You have to color in as you go along. 36, 40, 44, 48, 52, 56. I'm not going to help you anymore, but at the end you need to get here to the chicken. Okay, use your counting in fours chart that you have. I've given you one that goes to 200. That should be enough to help you. Enjoy your work today.